These White Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chance. Get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
And down on strikes he goes. And up to the plate.
Andrew Benintendi.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. Good eye right there. Stays alive. Not close with that one, and that's ball 3. Swings and misses. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Andrew Vaughn.
First baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
That misses the zone. Now 3-1. And there's ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Swing and a miss. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. In the air, center field. Bader should have it. And that is that. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Jose Miranda. Just missed.
Well, these Twins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
In this one. And now Bader up to the plate.
Fielder, Harrison Bader.
And that misses. And a count 2-1. This one popped up. Maton sizes this one up. Out number 2. Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit.
Matt Wallner.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. The 1-1 is fouled off. In the dirt, 2-2.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And that's down, a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Now batting, the designated
Bryce Wilson will take over here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Bryce Wilson.
Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. Next offering way off the plate.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2-1 now. That one fouled off. Struck him out of the front door breaking ball.
Now pitching for
Back
Minnesota.
down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound.
Chris Paddock.
Getting ready to make his season debut. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Designated hitter, Brooks Baldwin.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. Got him looking. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
So up next for Chicago, Jacob Amaya. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Towards first, and it's through for a hit.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now it's going to be Travis Jankowski. That's off the mark. 2-1. Runner on the goal. Out to center. Bader sizing. 2 down. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Now at the plate, Nick Maton. 2 outs. Swing and a pop-up. Castro. And that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now one missed.
2-2 now.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit.
Ryan Jeffers.
The 1-1. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it looks like trouble. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
1 out, runner at second. Willie Castro will hit next. Line drive, base hit down the line. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, but it's offline.
He beat it. Safe.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite.
Runner takes off. Swing and a chopper out to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. You got to
Penn Murphy into the game.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
2 on, 1 out. Harrison Bader, the next twin up to hit. So now 1 and 2.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And a ball and 2 strikes.
2 balls.
In the dirt, but kept close. Save! That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position. So the tying run at second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge strikeout there. So up next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner.
Matt Wallner.
Two down. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two on, 2 outs.
The count's full.
Squirts away a little bit, but no advance from the runners. On the outside corner, got him looking. And we're back. And now it's Luis Robert.
Center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Gets him to chase after that one.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
Andrew
Benintendi needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
That's a little bit low. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. That's the second out. So up next, Andrew Vaughn.
First baseman, Andrew.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
And that's downstairs and outside. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one ripped, and no one can get there, and that extends the inning.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an
batting,
end. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And here's the catcher, Matt Thaiss. Center field. Bader going back on this one. And that is that. Here on the south side, ready to begin the eighth. And here comes Carlos Correa. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's down and away. On the ground to the left. Over to first. That takes care of Correa. Now it's the DH, Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
Now that
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Trevor Larnach. And the sweeper is off the plate. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss. Hard hit, knocks it down, brings it in for the 3rd out.
now pitching for
on
Minnesota.
the mound now for the Twins, Cole
Number
Sands.
44.
Just trying to keep this one
Cole
close
Sands.
here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now the third baseman,
And leading
Miguel
off for the White
Vargas.
Sox.
It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively,
Vargas.
but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
The 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, what a stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Brooks Baldwin.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Brooks Baldwin. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Correa snags it for the 2nd out.
Now batting,
And next to hit for the Sox, Jacob Amaya. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the White Sox.
And up next for Chicago,
Right
Travis
fielder,
Jankowski.
Travis Jankowski.
Here's a 1-1. And that one is inside. Check on the runner. Amaya
he's
back
safe.
in on a dive. Amaya off of first with 2 away. There's a swing and a miss.
2-2 to count.
That to right. Walner makes the catch, and that is that. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Joe Bransky. A chance at his first save of the
Now
year.
pitching for the White Sox, number 28.
And here is
Leading off for
Ryan
Minnesota,
Jeffers.
catcher Ryan Jeffers.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
The tying run at the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Now batting,
And now
shortstop,
Willie Castro. And a count 1-2. With the tying run at the plate here at the top of the 9th. That's off the mark. Now 2-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
On the ground right side. Maton over to second, and that's a double play to end it.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.